Jazz Hands Showtime.
There it is.
It's my podcast.
I've got that.
You've got that?
I've got that isolated. That's right. I do. I can put that in. You want to hear it?
Oh, I have heard it.
Okay.
I listened to the...
Yeah. Dude, you know how much editing that last episode took?
Well, considering how it was 4 episodes.
I still haven't. I have enough to do probably 6. If I'm doing... it was 2 hours...
Yeah.
2 hours and 49 minutes, and then we went after we watched the stand-up.
Yeah.
And then we came back and we were raw dogging that dude hard, which nobody's seen yet, by the way.
Oh yeah. Who's stand-up?
It's we'll talk later.
All right, for sure.
We go for like another 48 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother show.
Whole nother
you sing a
episode.
whole nother song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was very musical that night.
You were. Is this thing a twist top? Or am I just being... Yeah, it's a twist top. It's being a bitch.
And in the studio with us today.
What show is this? Does anybody know?
Could be anything.
Is it
Is it my podcast?
his man cave?
Your man cave, my podcast?
Yeah, it's something
Oh
like
shit,
that.
y'all have a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's one of those gimmicks.
I like gimmicks.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
unfortunately
Yeah.
Get Her Done was taken, so
Well, you know, I
Which
mean,
I feel
And fucker right in the pussy has been used so many times.
so many
by our
times.
president.
That stick a finger in her pussy. That's two totally different
No, it's
conversations.
grab.
That's right. Sorry.
Grab.
Stick a finger in
That's
her pussy.
the only reason why I didn't vote for him, because I'm usually like not a grabber but an inserter.
Yeah, because here's the thing:
Don't
like
grab.
grab, that's possession. That's not.
For sure.
You don't own the pussy.
Nah.
It's a mutual
What if he
coexist.
was
It's a
just-
symbiotic relationship with the pussy.
What if he
God.
was just trying to feel the heat coming off the genitalia?
You
You
can-
think he's
like
that
a
smart?
fine dog.
Then you don't need to grab it. Again, you're grabbing it. That's too much heat.
Well,
You got to warm your hands on it.
But
No.
she. I mean, I'm not blaming the victim here. Don't get it wrong. But I mean, maybe the bus bumped, or maybe if they were in a building, there was an earthquake. Maybe she stepped back to tie her shoe, and it was an accidental grab, and he was just like, "Feel the heat. She must be prime and ready."
Here's the thing.
Sounds
When was
like
the
you've
last
been
time-
giving this a lot of thought.
Not really. That's why it
when
sounds
do
so
you
fucking
brag-
idiotic.
When do you brag about an accident, though? Because that's the thing. Like, they were hardcore bragging on it. I've never been like, oh, yeah, and then I tripped over my shoelace. What a fucking baller I am.
I bragged about an accident once.
I went to school with
Well,
all
that's
black
your
kids.
daughter. I mean, that's...
Thank you.
That's funny. God damn it.
Man, fuck. All 3 of my kids were accidents, by the way, for the record.
That's what's up.
Birth control does not work when you flood it out. It's like a levee.
It was-
at
it
some
was-
point in time, it's gonna break.
Damn,
It
you
was
coming that
mons-
much?
It was monsoon season.
Dude, it was bananas, especially with our first kid. It was
That was
definitely
that
bananas.
$21,000 night, wasn't it?
No, that was different person.
Shit.
That was different decade. You know what I mean?
Bro, I feel
You forget I'm old as fuck.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I will be 33 in September.
Damn. Happy early birthday.
Way too early to be a birthday.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I'm not one of these 22-year-old white girls. It's like, it's my birth month. It's
There
like,
it
no.
is.
It's
I feel bad because I'm doing that for my girlfriend. Her birthday is on September 1st, and like every weekend I'm planning a surprise for her birthday. So I
Well,
did
that's
something
different.
last week.
That's you doing it.
that.
Okay, yeah.
That's you doing it. That's
That-
not
and you
her
must
being
be-
like, I demand it. I want my birth month. We're gonna party all weekend.
It's
I
like
know
you're-
my birthday was
you're
on a
put-
Wednesday.
You're putting
It's so
points on
yeah.
the board is what you're doing.
True.
Like you're working towards that anal night. Like, you,
Oh, bro, I
Like-
put that work in last year.
yeah,
The
when you,
ship sailed, son.
but see,
All
he's put-
thumbs, baby.
He's
What?
putting that work in so that when his birthday comes around, she's gonna have to up that.
Oh man, hey, look, real shit. She is literally the best girlfriend I've ever seen in my life, and no cap. And I'm not just saying that because she's my girlfriend. Because if she
And we're
wasn't-
recording and putting it online.
Yeah.
right, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it because
It's going out
gonna
to
see
dozens
this.
of people.
But she's the greatest person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, if you think his girlfriend's not watching this, like the day it comes
Hey,
out,
then
She
like and
probably
subscribe
watching
if
it
you're
now.
watching
Shit,
it. We ain't live yet.
She's scary.
Well,
I don't know. She
Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
awesome
also
lady.
to you because I didn't know this, but you told me earlier that you have a girlfriend too.
Yeah. an absolutely amazing, unbelievable girlfriend. One of the first girlfriends I've ever had to where
Yeah.
like we actually share like not just like mutual interests, but mutual drives and like goals and things that we want to
That's
do.
what's up.
And like getting, because we just did a project together
shit.
like 2 weeks ago. We were both in the same film prize movie.
Okay.
And just being able to like share that with somebody that you're also with, it's like
Yeah.
fucking yes.
That's tight.
Like I was 100% into that, and it just felt good.
That's
Fuck
fine.
both of y'all.
Why do you say that, man?
I'm 11. I'm almost 12 deep, son. Do you
Are you
not?
talking about inches or years?
I'm talking about definitely not inches. 12 inches. I'm gonna have to fuck you a few times. All right. All right. That's, you're gonna have to
Looking
just
on the
add it up. It's gonna have to be
installment
a
plan to get that
cumulative
12
thing. You know what I'm
inches.
saying? It's gonna have to be a total, like for the whole weekend. All right, you got it. No, I mean I'm just talking shit.
Bro,
I
if
mean,
I
but
had
12 years
inches
in,
of dick, I'm not having a girlfriend. I'm having 3.
Well, I was gonna make the joke of I want a girlfriend, and I know my wife doesn't watch this shit, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
yeah, no.
But
I do not want a girlfriend. I think that would be way too fucking much because then I'd have to lie and then I'd have to
Hell
put up
yeah.
and then I'd have to listen to them
Yeah.
and they're going to have to be young. So there's going to be a bunch of, I mean, the other day it was like, just one of these, I don't think I could put up with that for a blowjob. You know what I'm saying?
I almost blocked you right then from doing the voice.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
have
but
to just put a huge
realistically,
beep in
if
that
I'm gonna
voice. It's
cheat
like,
on my
that
wife-
voice is offensive.
Realistically, if I'm going to cheat on my wife, it's going to
Yeah.
have to be something like, wow, you know what I mean?
sure.
And it's going to have to be exciting I mean, that's just the way it's going to have to be.
Don't
cheat on
And
your
that comes at a cost,
Yeah.
and that cost is annoying.
Like,
Hell-
And no fucking thank you.
yeah, honestly,
I'm good.
no amount
Yes.
of anything would be worth cheating on your wife for. Like,
Fuck
even
no.
if a girl just pulls you and just be like,
Well,
I
that's
want to
not-
fuck you while we skydive, it'd be like, oh man, that does
Well,
sound
now
awesome.
look,
but
now skydiving. Look, hey babe, she was my instructor. I was strapped to her. What am I supposed to do?
What? There are no rules in the air.
She said she wasn't
It's
going to pull the
international law
cord.
up there.
Exactly.
She said she wasn't going to pull the cord. I mean, I had to put it in.
Yeah,
I had to, or she
Yeah.
was gonna kill.
she's gonna
Do
kill
you
us
want
both.
your children to be fatherless?
My wife would probably be more upset at the fact that I didn't die and let her have my insurance.
Yeah, that's
And
That
then
sounds
she
like
gets to
marriage.
start
That-
dating
that is a
again,
practical-
and everybody's happy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a practical choice right
Yeah,
there.
I think that's so. We're on to something.
Yeah, we're working on something. I think that's why
You said a few episodes back that every now and then we stumble across a few gems.
we stumble across a few gems
think
and
we just
of
found the new
solid
one.
knowledge where
My wife-
all wives are rooting for their husbands to die.
I mean, it's look,
Listen,
now if you're 2 years in, maybe not. 3 years, maybe not. Over 6, it's an idea.
I actually
Over 10, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
That's part of the plan, baby.
I actually did write that joke just like in the spectrum of things when I first started dating this girl. And I still am unbelievably just blissfully happy.
Yeah.
And I realized something like going through like performing for all these crowds, just be like at the time me and my girlfriend were about 3 to 4 months in when I wrote this joke, and I was like, I've been dating my girlfriend for 3 months, which means it is confirmed. Yes, we are happier than all of you, and that's
I remember that. Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like when you're that level in,
Yeah.
of course you are happier than any other couple that has been.
Yeah.
'cause-
Hell yeah.
And the key thing, like I think in any like if we're gonna talk about relationships, I think the key part to any long-term relationship is just trying to because you can't sustain that forever.
No.
It's being able to bring that back when you need it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and that's you're absolutely right because
Yeah.
when you say that, it makes me think of the times like for us, it's escape rooms.
Yeah.
Escape rooms are what my wife and I really like. That's when we have the most for escape rooms and blackjack playing
Yeah,
something
for
because
real.
we
Okay.
get to work as a team.
Yeah.
In blackjack we're playing the table, we're playing with the table, playing against the dealer, and
Yeah.
you're doing things a certain way. The escape
Yeah.
rooms, you're working as a team trying to get the hell out of the room, and those are the moments that we
Yeah.
end up having the best sex when we get home.
Yeah. And it
That's
like
a-
I
I said,
mean that we bond the most. I'm
Right,
sorry,
yeah, you
I'm-
bond the
autocorrect
most.
catches me every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the thing. Like you gotta have a way to bring that 3-month energy,
Mhm.
that new relationship
That NRE.
energy. Yeah, that
Yeah,
NRE.
God damn it.
You got to figure out a way, and it could be any
well
kind
said,
of
man.
either
Yeah.
like some couples go to concerts,
Yeah.
some couple, but you always got to have that thing to where like you go out and you do it, and then that kind of resparks all of those memories and all of those things where you're just like, you know what, yeah, this girl or this guy fucking that they are cool and I
Yeah.
like being with them.
And you know what that is for me in our relationship? It is consistently every time, no matter if we're in an argument, it's always me sticking my thumb in her ass. Every time. It
See-
eliminates all the tension.
I heard
in
it works
the
with
argument.
dog fights
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like when
But-
dogs are fighting.
for real.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know that.
here's what I love about that: it's low tech.
Yeah.
It's always available.
That's very analog.
Yeah, it's as analog as you can get. There's never a point where he's not going to be able to do that.
First knuckle deep all the way in.
Man, it
Will you have to
depend-
wash, or is it just a press?
Depends how bad the fight is.
She surprisingly
how
keeps
surprised
her
she is, I think, is
asshole
what it
really
is.
clean.
That's very.
So she usually, I guess before she comes over to my house, she just takes a laxative or some shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know her secret. She's a lawyer, so I don't know. I don't know what she learned at LSU, but it's surprisingly clean as fuck.
This episode brought to you by X-Lax. Keep your anal cavity clean for your man, and he will talk happily about you on a podcast.
Well, like I
So-
said, if she's a lawyer, she talked to all the people that have been to jail. They know how to
Exact-
keep their asshole clean.
Exactly.
Now you're onto something.
Also, she has a lot of gay friends.
She has a lot of gay friends
There you
right
go.
there.
I've heard a fucked up story about anal sex. I have no idea if it's
Yeah,
true.
I've been
or
on
not.
the internet.
I have no idea if it's true or not, but
I have read it.
a guy and his girlfriend wanting to have sex. His girlfriend, "Yeah, I want to try it. Let's try it in the butt. And he's like, all right, let's try it. And they try it, and he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She's uncomfortable. A few days later, the head of his dick is red and fucking infected and looks like shit. And the doctor goes in there and finds a chunk of corn stuck in his urethra.
Yo. Is real shit?
It's a story that I've heard dozens of times, but from multiple college campuses. Have no idea if it's true or
No,
not.
that isn't true. It's one of those.
I'm sure it's
urban-
happened at some point.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Let's just be
Sounds
real.
some
It's
shit
like
that
those.
happened
It's
at
like those
LSU.
urban legend kind of shits where it's just
Yeah.
like you never know somebody that happened to. It always happened to my brother's uncle's dentist friend
Yes.
from college.
Well, I mean, that's why I started it with I have no idea if this
Yeah.
is true or not. But it's an interesting story.
You
It
did
makes
say
sense.
like
Okay.
I have no
No, you're
doubt
good.
that like somebody probably got a UTI from shit getting stuck in their urinary tract.
Guaranteed.
But a piece of corn. Do you know how big a piece of corn is? And
Yeah.
How tight your fucking, especially during sex.
Oh shit.
unless you
I'd
were
immediately
coming and it.
And that's the thing. If you come, that's force going the other way.
That sucks. It's like you got a cork in your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop the top, baby.
Yeah.
Champagne time.
I wonder when they took it. Did they take it out in the store?
Again,
You know?
yes, in the story they found. Well, I mean, they found a piece
True.
of corn.
I wonder if
they
it,
took
like,
it out.
all the cum just came right on out.
Do you think if he would have left it in there on a hot summer day and he would have been jogging, it would have popped?
No,
No?
because
No.
remember, it's in the shit, which means it's only the skin. It's not the kernel.
No, touche.
It's
All right.
a lot of thought.
This
Yeah.
into
this
that.
science fact.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I don't know where we're going.
we have
from here,
taken a
but
turn.
goddamn it.
All right, I know where we can go from here.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's go there.
Where is the camera?
Right there, the blue light.
Blue
Oh,
light.
shit.
That's the main camera. That's
Blue-
camera
I
one.
almost
Camera
hit the
one.
wrong goddamn button.
Camera 2.
Yeah, only one camera, my
Shout out to
friend.
the booths behind me too.
Yeah, hey, that's the Van Winkle, man. That's my favorite painting in the world. Thanks.
Who
Thanks,
did
Wade.
that?
A homeboy of mine's dad painted it. My homeboy moved.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, he moved for a woman that he was planning on marrying, and So
Her.
no. His dad painted this.
Okay.
So we went to his apartment and cleaned because he just left. And he was like, man, I'd love to get my security deposit back. Can y'all go over there and clean it out? Well, we went over there and cleaned it out. And that was one of the things that was in it. And I'm a huge fan of original, one-of-a-kind art.
Yeah.
I love having stuff that nobody else is going to see unless they come to your place.
For sure.
Never going to see any of the shit that I have on my walls in here anywhere else. Well, except for the man living in a van down by the river. And yes, that's what that is. But you remember the Saturday Night Live skit
Yeah.
with Chris Farley? You know, if you don't, he's in a, like,
If you don't get up there, you're gonna be living in a van by the river.
well, that's
I
a,
love that instantly more now.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
an artist rendition of Chris Farley living in a van down by the river.
But he looks so happy, like
Yeah.
fucking doing that.
But we cleaned his apartment out, and I got that. And fun fact, I've had it the other way the entire time I've had it. My wife fucking hates it.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a woman leaning over. And when it fell out of the frame, it's actually a woman laying on her back. So it changed it completely whenever it fell out of the frame.
And that's art, baby.
That's art, baby.
That's art.
That's art.
I should bring you a painting that I did.
I'd love one.
For sure. And it's the only one. It's 101.
101. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
sure.
Absolutely. I got some in the house that we got in New Orleans.
Mhm.
Some street art that we got down there.
Yeah.
101. There's one right there. The camera can't see it, but that pencil drawing right there.
The milk bone.
Yeah, the milk bone. That's a one of a
Yeah.
kind. Where it says "Whoa, you son of a bitch, whoa," and it's a guy falling off a cliff with a horse, like riding on a
Yeah.
horseback. That's my uncle drew that.
Really?
Yes, that's 101.
That's
And then
fine.
all this other crap is shit that we did and the kids did. So
My bad. I hit the mic.
No, you're good.
I only have a couple paintings that I did, and then I didn't do any more. I did some paintings because a child psychiatrist asked me to, and
Really?
yeah, it's just a whole bunch of geometric shapes.
That's
just,
cool.
Just laid up on top of each other in a spiral, just going outward.
I'd have
It's like,
kept-
what does that mean to you? It's like, I like shapes.
I'd have kept it.
Like,
Okay.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think I thoroughly disappointed that poor woman because I think she was hoping to get to something deeper. It's just like, no, I watch cartoons.
I like shapes.
I like shapes. Shapes are cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with Legos? Fucking that.
I love Legos.
That's one other reason not to talk about my girlfriend so much. But I was able to go. We were able to go to Walmart and buy Legos, and I was not being judged. I was like, that's fine. Because usually you got a lot of bitches and shit. Or not lie, but withhold information until they get to the house and be like, why are all these Legos on the floor? It's like, shut up, bitch. Take your top off. Why you asking too many questions?
Dude, what that makes me... My wife and I went on a Lego kick one weekend and spent like $800 on Legos one weekend.
Oh, shit. That's so many Legos.
We went fucking bananas.
Yeah.
I bought an airplane. We bought a city. We bought a truck, a fire truck, a house that you could build 3 different ways. We went to Toys R Us, bought a bunch of Legos, and my wife was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then we started building them, and she was like, I fucking love these things.
That's so
and we went to Target and Walmart. Man, we bought Legos all fucking weekend long.
No, me and my girl.
Still
I had a
giving me
1-year-old.
reason not to want to be like you when I grow up.
I got a bucket of Legos inside. You want to go play? Let's go. Come on.
Cut the podcast.
Dude, I'm tell you, I got...
We just all come out here with shit built out of Legos. Be like,
Yeah. Hey,
this is my robot.
My wife used to work at Monjuni's.
His name is Greg.
My wife used to work at Monjuni's, and I built a Lego Monjuni's with my son one time.
That's so lit.
It sat in her office for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, it was obviously odd colored brick, but
Fuck it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's my Juniors. What were you saying?
Oh, me and my girl have a thing like, but we do puzzles.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, like fucking jigsaw puzzles
Fuck
and shit.
yeah.
Like that's
You
where
keep them, or do you do them and then dump them back in the box?
do them and then dump them back in the box.
Oh, I can't do that.
That's-
I tape them. I put I put a board and flip them,
Okay.
and then put
Tape on.
packing tape on the back side of it,
Yeah.
and then I'll frame them. I
I always
can't.
have the theory that we'll come back and do it again.
Man, you did it once, man. Frame that bitch. Tell everybody, look what I did. I mean, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it is true.
It's good to look at your accomplishments too.
But it's also you got to
Listen to
remember
your kids.
we're both in the creative process. So whenever we finish something, we destroy it and then we deconstruct it and then construct it again.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, that's legit cream soda. I thought that
Yeah,
was a
there's
beer.
one in the fridge if you want one.
I would love one.
You want me to get it?
I can get it, bro. Or it don't matter. I'll let you be a hospitable host.
This part of the podcast brought to you by.
I be it.
I'll take
Yeah.
I'll take that as a sponsor. No fucking
Thank you, sir. Hell
There's so many great companies that would just be like, you know what, I would take their sponsorship.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Lowe's or Home Depot come to mind quickly.
So,
I need some insulation, some sheetrock, and I need a bigger AC. I just need to clean that one. But what you gonna do? I'm lazy.
So,
fuck it,
What-
bro.
what have you been
work
doing
hard.
to keep the comedy muscles sharp during quarantine?
Absolutely nothing. I haven't really. My brain is so fucked up, dude, and I wish I could just focus on one thing, but it's always moving because I do so much shit. So it's like comedy, music, clothes, and I forget about everything that came before, and then I just pick it up again and be like, I'm all about this shit now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how my brain really works, so I can just make it work for everything else.
Well,
But-
from what you described to me, you have that like Renaissance syndrome.
Yeah.
Like it's the kind of shit like because Da Vinci suffered from the same thing, to where like he would get into his projects, and then like so many of Da Vinci's paintings and projects and drawings are half done because he would literally just drop them like a hot brick and go start working on something else.
I see. I'm not educated like that. I
Yeah.
had no idea that was.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like it was on a lot of like great artists and thinkers of the Renaissance. They all kind of function the same way.
ADD.
Yeah, it's a form of ADD where it's just like once you reach a certain point of the project, it doesn't hold any interest to you because there's a certain part of every project where after the creative part of it is done, it's all just math. It's all just figuring it out, filling in the spaces, and that part doesn't hold your interest. It's the actual creation of it.
Yeah.
So that's why you just drop it and then go before you actually do the actual math part of it.
I'm gonna do a man cave.
The dreaming of it is the important thing.
Dude, this place changes so much. I
No,
can't
for
even
real.
talk shit. I do something weird every fucking week.
But that's I don't know.
You
I
see
like
the
shit.
addition this week, right? Tell me my new chair ain't dope as fuck.
I
It's
should've
dope
sat
as
right
fuck. Yeah.
It's electric. It's like the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the headrest is electric.
Oh, nah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
All you need is a fleshlight installed in that, and you're gonna be good.
This is gonna smell different in
Where
here.
would you put it?
What?
In
Where'd
the
you
cubby
put
hole.
On one of these little, like you'd have to get one of these arms. that
Yeah. There you go.
just- Womp.
Attach a lapel mic to it.
Yeah. I know we
I don't
brought
think
this
you
up
want
on
to
the
hear that.
I
Fuck it.
I mean,
know-
it'd be a quick episode.
Let it be a Patreon, so it's like Patreon listeners can listen to the fleshlight being used while they listen to the
Ah,
It's
yes.
big commentary.
I like where your head's at, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love, like, I tried to make a fleshlight noise, and it immediately sounded like somebody hitting a bong. Just
It's the same noise.
It's the
Yeah.
same noise. No, and I know I've brought this up on past episodes, but like, I'm sure like for they have this thing for, I don't know whether it's for cam girls and lonely dudes or for couples that just live far apart, but they have a dual linked system where it's a vibrator for the woman and then
Yeah.
a motorized fleshlight for the man.
That's amazing.
And they're synced so that when she goes
Yeah.
it goes wop wop wop, and the motions are synced up on both ends.
I've seen that.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. I've seen the one where the Bluetooth control vibrator,
Yeah.
and I've seen like lesbian couples go to like
Yeah.
Chili's and shit, and one
Yeah.
girl will have the phone
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
the other girl will have the shit.
I want to order a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A what?
Uh,
We ain't got none of them.
Mm-hmm.
you gotta come.
I don't even know what you're
9
talking
PM
about.
for that shit.
Yeah.
That is.
That's on the breakfast
amazing.
menu.
I wish I was a lesbian sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I think every man kind of does. It's the the mentality, like the main. I think some of the main reasons that men want to be lesbians, and these are the practical reasons. We're not gonna because there's several subtle psychological, like deep-seated things beyond it. But
Yeah.
I think the main benefits to it are: one, you have your own titties;
Facts.
two, multiple orgasms;
Facts.
three, like you are always fucking down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Well, personally, I lived across the street from two of them.
Yeah.
No fucking thank you.
No. Were they always fighting?
Always.
Bruh, I have a.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the
Yeah.
first time we officially met these motherfuckers, we're sitting in the front porch. This was a long time ago. We were in high school. Sitting on my front porch. Actually, not even my front porch. We had what we called the bus stop out front. It was a little bench in front of my dad's house. It's
Yeah.
like 11:45, 12 o'clock at night. And there's there's four of us out there. And two of them were high on acid. And they came down. We were going to smoke a blunt and hang out and try to, get them to calm down. Well, I blazed this blunt up, and you can hear them screaming and hollering at each other across the street. But they were in the house, so it was kind of muffled.
Yeah.
Well, then fucking door flies open. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. You can burn it fucking hell. Slams the door, runs out to the car, cranks the car up, backs the car out. As she's backing the car out, the other one comes running out, and she's like, baby, no. Well, this is in Highland, so every house is pier and beam, so there's like 3 steps that come off this front porch. This bitch doesn't touch a single one of them with her feet, and she face plants into the fucking concrete hard as shit. And we're like, whoa. Well, her girlfriend is still backing up out of the driveway, and she gets up and she's like, baby, and she's running towards the street. And she backs out of the driveway, and as she's going to go take off, her girlfriend trips and falls into the street, and as she takes off, all we see is boom, boom. And we're like, oh shit, she just ran this bitch over. Now, the girlfriend's laying in the street going, no. And we're like, oh my God. There's 2 guys fucked up on acid that don't know what they're about to walk up on. I have no idea what it looks like for them, but I'm anticipating seeing this bitch's face crushed.
Yeah.
As we walk up on her, we realize as she backed out, she actually broke the curb with the tire, and a chunk of the curb popped out in the street, and when she took off, she ran over the curb. She didn't run over her girlfriend.
Ooh.
But that was our first real interaction with them, was them fucking screaming and hollering at each other at midnight, and us thinking that she done run this bitch over. So, no, thank you. I don't want to be a lesbian.
Here's the thing,
I feel
that happened a lot because in the olden days, and by the olden days, I mean as little as fucking 10 years ago.
For sure.
Like, there was such a low, like, people were so closeted and low population where, like, if you found somebody that you liked as a gay man or a lesbian, like, your options were so limited that this was your pot. You felt like this is who you had to choose from. And so, like, it led to a lot of really shitty relationships.
That
A
makes
lot of
sense.
great ones, too.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt, a lot of truly amazing ones. But you'll see, like, an index of, like, you know, more conservative areas where there is less, you know, LGBT-friendly communities, and, like, the higher populations friendlier ones where, like, the happiness index for their relationships are easily trackable.
Well, you know, I'm thinking about what I just said, and you know, I watched my parents fucking fight too, and didn't keep me from getting married. So I guess that's not a good reason for not wanting to be a lesbian.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's not that you don't want to be a lesbian. It's that you don't want to be a lesbian in a relationship.
I don't want to be those lesbians.
You want to be on the L
How's
word
that?
is what you want. You want to be on the L word.
On the L word.
Amazing show.
Yeah. You want to be Shane from the L word.
What is the L word?
It was a show.
Oh my God.
HBO or Showtime?
I want to say it was HBO.
Yeah, it was a show about I think it was like one of the first ever.
It was the groundbreaking show
Ah.
where it followed a group of lesbians in LA, and they, you know, it just kind of followed through all of their storylines, kind of thing.
Like a reality.
No, it was more like a Sex in the City, but
Oh, so it was scripted.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It was scripted. It was very. I'd say like the format kind of followed a Sex in the City kind of vibe,
Yeah, it was
except
pretty
without
much.
the stupid narration and journaling
Gotcha.
aspect, where it was just like these women had lives and they lived them. It's just it followed them all living a lesbian lifestyle.
Gotcha.
I can't
And
believe it's not talked about as much as people are reminiscing on Twitter and stuff about old shows. I can't
Yeah.
believe nobody's really talking about.
Yeah,
that
the
stuff.
L word was fantastic.
I gotta pick it back up because
Yeah.
well, how old was I? Like fucking 15 or
Mhm.
some shit when that came out.
And that's the thing, like they all have like it's not just like, oh, they're lesbians, that's the end of the show. They
Yeah.
all have like really interesting storylines and like developed backstories. Like it's a well written show.
Right.
Fuck Jenny. Fuck Jenny from that show. Like that they
Right.
tried so many redeeming
reference.
arcs for that bitch. Like, the actress that played her I fully separate the actress from the character. The actress is amazing and did a great job playing that character. The character is that character, like the Joffrey character from Game of Thrones, where it's just like, it's built for you. Yeah, it's built for you to hate. It's built for you to hate this person.
I hate Joffrey.
Yeah,
I
everybody does.
enjoyed watching him die.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like that, like certain shows have those kind of characters built in to give you that cathartic release of, oh, I hate this person.
Looks like you can watch it on Showtime.
Yeah, you can watch it on. Oh, so it must have been Showtime. If it,
That's great. Oh shit, it's on Showtime on Hulu.
yeah.
Okay. That
I was trying to see if I
Who's
happened to
another?
recognize any of it, and it's not. None of it's ringing a bell.
God, I'm trying to think of what else some of the other actresses did.
Jane Lynch is on there.
Mhm.
Who?
Is on there. Jane Lynch, the dyke of TV.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't recognize it at all. I don't recognize any of the women either. How old is this?
Oh,
It doesn't
bro.
say here.
Either late 90s or early 2000s.
I think it was early 2000s. But it was an absolute absolute yabadoo time. Like that show. Like it's
January of 04 to March of 09.
yeah.
That's what's up. Do y'all drink daiquiris?
Mm-mm.
No.
Every now and again.
Every now. Have you ever been to? I think it's called Cajun Daiquiris on West 70th.
Yeah.
It's my place.
That's your place.
Yes.
Man,
You
we
wanna see
had
it?
$1 billion idea the other, like at the beginning of this pandemic, to just like have have a topless daiquiri place.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they don't put tops on them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? I'm over here thinking about titties and shit. You know, like,
My
Oh.
bad.
Yeah.
No, that would be even better.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was an
hell no,
absolute.
I
We
want
can
a
do
top
both.
on My daiquiri.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
it would
If
be like.
titties are out, I need tops on my drinks.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson.
Because you bump
at
stuff
LA Tech.
whenever you're.
Fuck
Yeah, I
that.
get it.
But yeah, similar to like the topless baristas they have up in Washington, but for the drive-through daiquiris here.
He was being serious about them being topless. I just had
Yeah.
to throw my
Oh,
And then,
okay.
you know-
ridiculous Johnny charm in there.
I thought that was like a bit y'all were doing, and I
No.
was like, "Well, you
And-
gonna get Mark with this shit?"
Yeah,
And-
no,
and then-
no.
And then
That's all me,
Wednesdays-
baby.
We decided that Wednesdays would be Wiener Wednesdays for the ladies, you know, so that they
Okay.
could come and watch the dangle.
So I'm sober on Wednesday.
Yeah, you sober
For
on
sure.
Wednesdays.
I can dig that.
You either sober on Wednesdays or you secure in your masculinity. It's one of the two.
Secure and sober.
It's only going to be guys in there anyway. Sex sells, but only to men.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before.
That's true.
Hey, fuck it.
They had that place over in Dallas that was called like Scrotums or Foreskins or something, and it was like the Hooters for women. And when they did a news thing in there, and there was nothing but guys in there, and it's like either they're gay and they want to go see some guys wearing some skimpy shit, or they're straight and they think that's where all the women are going to be because they're fucking idiots.
Or the wings are really good.
Or the wings are that good.
Or the wings are that good that you don't
Because I'm not
care.
going to lie. If
That's,
the
you know,
wing,
valid. I never thought about
If
option
the wings
C.
were that
Good call.
fire, I
Good
would
call,
be like,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a place. If y'all really like wings, it's a place by my house on Jewella called Wings and More.
I know
Yes.
Mr. Moore.
Oh.
We got him on the site, baby.
fucking, I already know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.